Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me once again. I am Phil from Phil's Corner, and today, we're diving into recapping yesterday's action, the first game of fixtures from the round of 32. What a glorious game of football we witnessed. More of the result, the game of football itself was garbage, but if you were well invested in the game and the outcome, then it was a definitely a tense watch. It was so enjoyable towards the end. I actually forgot about how bad of a match it was. I was like, dang, 30 more minutes of this game. Anyway, and of course, going to be looking into today's action as well. Three more matches today for the round of 32. 16 teams will be playing all together. Is it 16 teams? 16 teams. Yeah. We'll be playing in the round, no, 32 teams. 32 teams. There's 16 matches. 16 matches. So 15 to go. Three more today. Math. And yeah, we're going to look into what's going on today. But first, we had Canada taking on South Africa yesterday. So I think you can tell by how I'm acting if you know me long enough in this channel. I am not a fan of South Africa or the South Africans really. I mean, they're good people. Good people. When they're not trying to kick you out of their country. But anyway, we're not here to be political. I just, I've just always had a partial unliking of them since I was young. Nothing against them really. They just used to irritate me every time we were watching Super Sport. For those Africans back home who know, you're watching Super Sport, and every time it's like the South African glaze, South Africa this, South Africa that. Like the competition could have nothing to do with South Africa, but they're gonna talk about it. They're gonna talk about them. They're very, very full of themselves. I always thought, and it just slowly but surely just grew this disliking of them, and it all came to head yesterday as they took on the Canadians. Now it was a dull game. It was a poor match from both teams. I was watching the game at it became like a hate watch event. It was just supposed to be like a barbecue with some friends, but from church, funny enough. And all of a sudden, it just became this whole thing where like most of the Africans in the room were just against this one nation from our own continent, which is fine. It is what it is. There's no actual hate or malice towards them. I just don't like them too much. And so you're watching the game. It's not the best game of football from a purity standpoint. A few chances. Jonathan David, I thought, was poor. Alfonso Davis came on for the Canadians, and he looked okay. South Africa had a lot of the ball, a lot of passing, but did nothing really with the possession or with the ball. Yeah, they got it out. They didn't really feed the striker. What's his name? Magbopa Magopa. I guess that's his name. Teko Maseko was barely seen. Sitole played well. Makwena was okay. That right back, what's his name? Mudao? Kaliso Mudao, the bald guy number 20 who's always chewing gum. I saw that gum hit the floor in one of the games he played this World Cup. They were energetic. He was energetic. It was a decent performance, from them. I thought though they kept the wingers. Mudao and Modibo kept the wingers. Buchanan and Miller at bay for a large part of the match. They didn't really get a lot of joy on the wing. Um, yeah, David played well. Jonathan David didn't play well. Promise David came on and was just horrendous. My guy, boy, it was not a good game of football. And I think that's all we have to know. That's all you have to know about the match. In the end, the goal came from number seven, Stefan Steven Eustachio, the LAFC player. It was a very good finish out of the box. Saved us from extra time. What time did that go? That goal came in the 92nd minute, the second minute of added time. So yeah, he saved us for another 3 minutes for that game. Not the best showing for football, really. And they were never team. Whoever won, you could tell they're not gonna go too far in the competition. Really, Canada. I think no Canada. they're still on semi home soil. Really, they can keep on pushing, and I think if if the spirit holds up and they don't concede early, then they can go a bit far. But if they play like they did in this game, in the first half especially, and part of the second half, and they like did against the Swiss before they got one back, they're not gonna go far in the competition. But big win for them, big win for Canada. They are through to the round of 16, where they shall be facing either the winners of the Netherlands and Morocco. And we're going to talk about that game not right now, because first we're going to talk about okay, all the other games coming into the day. First one, Brazil versus Japan. Just quick news: Neymar is still not really 100% fit. He featured in the last game, of course. He might play today. We're gonna wait to see what the great Carlo Ancelotti says about that. But Neymar and Brazil are gonna be looking to take down the Blue Samurai at NRG Stadium in Houston. So 1 p.m. kickoff. I think I tipped Brazil to win. Japan are a scary team. They could be the dark horses. They could game really could go either way. And people we just say that. Really, it's just one of those things which people tend to say. This game could go either way, but I think it really can. Like all games of football could go either way, but this is really like 60-40 contest. I'd say favoring Brazil. I mean 55-45 favoring Brazil. I think Brazil will win narrowly. As well, I'm going to say 2-1. Mateus Cunha and Vinicius continuing their fine run in this competition, and Maida will get Japan solitary goal. Maybe. I say it could go either way, and we said it a lot. That's not gonna be the case for this next game at 4:30 in Boston at Foxborough. Germany versus Paraguay. Yeah, this is going to be a stomp. I think Germany is going to win and win handedly. Paraguay did not look good in in the group stages. They somehow finished with 4 points. Oh, Turkey was in their group, and they, okay. They're a resolute defensive team. They're very good defensively. Are Paraguay? I don't think they have what it takes really to take on this German juggernaut. I think Germany has too much talent, too many skill players in all the positions. They're going to break him down. They have a strong bench as they showed against Cote d'Ivoire. Yeah, against Cote d'Ivoire. So I'm gonna give it to Germany 3-0 minimum. I don't think Paraguay scores as well. And yeah, finally 9 p.m. game of the day. I think one of the best games we have of the competition so far. Netherlands versus Morocco. Netherlands have looked good, really. They scored. I think that the competition's top goal scorers next to Germany. They should be five in one game, three in another game, and how much they scored? Two against Japan. So they've scored 10 goals in this competition so far, which should put them amongst the highest ranked in terms of like goals scored. Obviously, Germany had no, Germany had 7-2-1. That's 10. Yeah, so with Germany among the top goal scorers, I'm not sure about other teams, but those two teams should be the top goal scorers. I think they'll do well. France had 4-3-3, 10 as well. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna favor the Moroccans actually. Sorry, no, I was too focused on the goals. I forgot I picked Morocco. Morocco is a very good team, the highest ranked African team. I think they have the talent. They're resolute defensively. I don't think it'll be easy for the Dutch to bring it down. And very good on the counter, very good on possession. Brahim Diaz is excellent. I think Salibari is his name. The soon to be or the new Bayern player is great. Hakimi, the best right back in the world. They have the talent. Bono's very good in defense. Issa Diop is a Premier League proven center back. They have the players. That new up and coming 18-year-old that's wanted by the likes of Arsenal, City, Liverpool, all the big teams from Lille. He's excellent, and I'm going to yeah, I'm gonna give this one to the Moroccans. A narrow win, a narrow win. It's going to be hard fought, but it's going to be a good game, I think. Or it could be dull, but either way, I'm tipping the Moroccans to get past the round of 32 and into the round of 16. One of the bigger clubs of one of the bigger teams of the competition is unfortunately going to have to go out early, but you expect something like this in a 48 team tournament. So I'm very excited to see how it goes. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I think I'm batting 100 so far for the round of 32, and it's gonna continue today. But that, ladies and gentlemen, shall be the end of today's episode. Probably not longer than probably should have. We just had one game to talk about yesterday and three talk about today, but that them South Africans got me all passionate about my dislike for them. But hey, hopefully tomorrow we're gonna be talk about some actual African win, maybe an upset hero there. Unlikely to be in the second game, maybe the first game. Who knows? But looking forward to see some of the tournament favorites playing today. But it was a pleasure talking to you guys as well. If you stayed until the end, please don't forget to drop a like, share the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if you would. I have enjoyed this time together. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless you.